All right, welcome back. What's up, dudes? We got an unboxing today. This is pretty sweet. This is not a knife, but it's knife related, and I'm really stoked about it. Before we get into it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And Instagram is duties_daggers if you want to follow me over there. So, I sharpen my own knives. I don't do it freehand because I'm not good at it. I want to get better at it. I just haven't gotten around to practicing yet. I use the Precision Adjust, the WorkSharp Precision Adjust. This is a $60 fixed angle sharpening system that works really well. But it does have its little flaws. One being there's a little bit of flex here in the clamp, and you have to use WorkSharp's proprietary stones in this stone holder. This thing sticks in here. This thing, sharpens. It's got 3 stones in here. These are stuck on by adhesive, so when they wear out, you just have to unstick them and stick new ones on. And they wear out fairly quickly. Not like crazy quickly, but, fairly quickly. But there's a company called Grit-O-Matic that makes parts for sharpeners. They sell sharpeners, they make parts for sharpeners, and they make a few, kind of quality of life mods for this sharpener. So I ordered some, and let's see what we got. They just came out with their Precision Adjust Pro system, which is $300, and I don't know. I mean, it seems like it's probably worth $300, maybe. I don't know. But I just didn't want to spend that much on it, so I figured I could probably just upgrade the one I have, instead of getting a whole new system. Why am I having trouble? Open this way? Yeah, here we go. There we go. All right. Okay, cool. So here's the stones. Here's the stone holder. Here is the little wobble dealio. Okay, so let's look at what we have here. The first thing is this little guy. This is a little brace that sits underneath this clamp to prevent this from, flexing as you are putting pressure down on it with the stone. It's a common problem with this sharpener. It kind of prevents you from getting really nice crisp lines on your bevel when you have a little bit of flex here. So I believe this sits under here. Let's see. How does this work? I guess it just sits right... No? How does it stay in there? How does it stay put? Oh, maybe it... Hold on. Maybe it... how do I take this out? Do I have to take it out? Oh, you know what? Here. You can pop this top part off. I bet it goes like this. It sits down in there, yeah. So these little forks, looks like they sit right up in this little area. And does it go that way? No, it goes this way. And we can snap this back in, I think. Come on. Well, how would I flip it then? Because this thing rotates. How am I supposed to rotate it with that on there? I'm gonna have to look up something. I have to look it up and see how this thing actually works. Yeah, I'll wait on that. I'll figure it out. But let's look at this next thing, because this is what I'm really excited about. This is a stone holder. Okay, so that's tightened with some kind of little tensioner screw or something. And your stone sticks in here. It holds 4-inch by 1-inch stones. And you could get any kind of 4 by 1-inch stone you want in here. Whereas before you were limited to these 3. You had to use their WorkSharp stones to stick them on here. This way it opens up many more possibilities. So the stones I chose are these silicone carbide stones. These are kind of on the cheaper end. There were a lot of really nice stones I could have chosen, and I probably will upgrade eventually. I just wanted to try out these kind of cheaper ones first. But if you go to Grit-O-Matic, they have a bunch of stones to choose from. So I got a 240, a 120, and a 600. So let's try sticking the 120 in here. I really don't know much about stones at all. Okay, yeah, that's pretty coarse. I wonder if you're supposed to use water with these. Probably. So let's see. Let's pull this out. Let's see if that sticks in there. There we go. Perfect. So that holds it perfectly right in there. And then the rod, we're going to use this same rod. So let's do that. And then I think it probably goes this way, right? Yeah. I think, or does it go that way? I guess either way. I'm trying to think which way would be better. Probably this way would be better. That slides on there nicely. Let's connect our dealio. And then I want to try this out. I want to try this baby out. First, though, I need to write down where it's set right now. What knife did I sharpen last? I think it was... crap. I can't remember. I think it was... Oh, I know. I know what it was. It was my... Gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Boop boop beep boop bop bo. My freaking... I don't know. I need to write down, is what I'm saying. I need to write down how I sharpened it. I have a little booklet right here where I write down all, what settings I use for all these different knives. These are all the knives I've sharpened on this sharpener. Quite a lot. And I always write them down, that way when I go to touch them back up, I can set it correctly. So I wish I could remember what knife I sharpened last. I forgot to write it down in the moment. Crapperoony. Oh, I know. Okay, I got it. It was my native 5. Okay, so we were at 16 degrees. Native 5. 16 degrees. All right. So, what knife am I going to sharpen? None of my knives really need it right now. I was just looking through them, trying to find something. But I think we'll do it on the CGRB Pi right here. This factory edge is very good. Very good, actually. But I figured might as well touch it up, get an even sweeter edge on here. So let's do it, man. Let's freaking do this thing. I'm not going to use this piece because I'm not sure how it works yet. And I've been getting along pretty fine without it this whole time, so I know that it's not super necessary. I really just want to try out these stones in the holder. So I wonder... So I'm not able to use the whole stone. Let's see if I pull this O-ring back. Okay, that's better. Yeah, I can use almost the whole stone now. Okay. Now we need to find our angle. I should have actually probably put on the other stone for this, but I like to put on a higher grit stone for finding the angle. But let's see what we got. It's gonna have to go up for sure. Let's start at maybe 20. We're going way up. 24. Higher. 26. That's good. 26 is good. Let's see. Let's go back to 25. 25 is good. All right. Let's begin. I'm going to put a little bit of water on this, actually. Let me get my water bottle. I've never used stones that require water, so I don't know if you're supposed to, like, are you supposed to soak them in water or just, like, put a little bit on there? I really don't know. Let me know in the comments if I'm doing this right or wrong. But let's just get it a little bit wet. Definitely couldn't hurt, right? Let's begin. By the way, I have full videos on how to get mirror edges with the WorkSharp. So I might do some cutting here in the video. So if you want a WorkSharp tutorial, go watch one of those other videos. Well, right off the bat, I'm really loving how much wider this stone is. These old ones are quite a bit skinnier, and these just feel a lot more stable, you know, side to side on the edge. With these other old ones, I was always very, very conscious on not letting it roll up side to side. This feels just way more secure and flat on that edge. And they're going to last longer because there's more surface area. Yep, seems to be removing material fairly quickly. Yeah, big difference toward the tip too. Same thing. I'm always worried about, or I learned to do it perfectly fine, but you need to be conscious not to roll off this way around the tip. You'll totally mess your tip up. But having such a wide stone, you can end your stroke in the middle of the stone much easier. By that I mean ending the stroke with your tip, somewhere in here. Just much more area. So that feels great. And we're getting a little bit of a burr already. Okay, we have a burr. This is taking a bit longer than I would like. It's taking about as long as these worn out stones would. But again, that's the stone thing. This is not really a stone review. This is we're checking out the holder. So I just need to. I think I need to get probably a diamond stones. This is not a diamond stone, but I just wanted to get some cheap ones to test out the holder. But very happy with the holder. No movement in here whatsoever. It's very tightly in there, and yeah, really stoked on that. So let's give her a flip. All right, that was a bit quicker on that side. Yeah, I'm not liking this stone. It's leaving behind a lot of dust, which the diamond stones don't as much. It's also leaving some scratches way up here, which I don't even know how that's happening. See that? How is that even happening? It's so weird. So wouldn't recommend these stones. Again, these are the Gritomatic silicone carbide stone. They're made for the KME, but they fit in this one. So wouldn't really recommend these. I need to get some diamond stones. But again, we're talking about the holder here, really, and super happy with it. Yeah, no complaints whatsoever. But we're going to continue on and see what kind of edge we can get. Just going to knock any burr off. And let's move on to the next stone here. So you just loosen that up. She pops out. Put it back in the case. All right, next one is the 220. Let's get our old 220 out. Nice and flat in there. Sweet. All right, we've done both sides with this 240. This one works much better. I think maybe this 120 was just too aggressive, possibly. But I'm liking the results way more with this one. Still, diamond stones are going to be the way to go. But this one just feels nicer. It's not as aggressive. It seems to even be, I don't know, it's not, I wouldn't say it's removing more material. I don't know, it just feels better. So let's knock this burr off. A couple more strokes over here, and then let's move to the last stone. Yeah, this holder is such a good addition to the WorkSharp. Absolutely. Highly recommend. I think it was only like 25 bucks maybe, somewhere around there. Totally worth it. And this thing too. I know it works good. I just have to figure out how it works. I know a few people that have one and said it's great. So I know it works well. Just gotta figure it out. All right, 600 baby. I don't know how much polish we're gonna get. A big reason I'm able to get very high polish edges with this is due to the ceramic stone that was on the old one. So we'll see how the 600 does. I don't think it's going to be a mirror polish like I'm usually able to get. But let's see. Let's see what we got here. Definitely feels pretty good. Pretty darn fine. They were sold out of a few of the stone options. Like for the diamond stones, they were sold out on some of the higher grits. So you'll just have to go look and see. They did have quite a big variety of stones on there. I'll put a link down for. Okay, we are done. Now, I'm not very confident that this is a good edge. In fact, I don't think it will be. But we're gonna take it off and we're gonna strop it and we're gonna see. I'm not confident that it's gonna be good. I sharpened this knife the exact same way I do with my old WorkSharp stones. But let me get my strop. I don't know. These stones just behave a lot differently than what I'm used to. But let's strap it up and test the edge. Regardless, I think I probably should have just waited until I could afford the diamond stones. And instead of getting these cheapies, I think that's the moral of the story. But the stone holder, that's what's cool about it. You're not stuck to one type of stone. You can try different stones. You can pay up, get some fancier ones. You can get kind of middle of the road ones. And it's not just limited to the ones that are on Grit-O-Matic on their website. You can get any 4-inch by 1-inch stones this thing will hold, which is really cool. So regardless, no matter how this edge does, it was still a success in a way. But I don't have much faith in this edge. I ran my finger along it, and sometimes that is the case. Like after I'm done with the stones and I run my finger along it, it doesn't even feel that sharp until after I strop, which is, I think, probably there's like part of the burr still left on the apex maybe, and that's what's making it feel like it's not sharp, and then that comes off when you strop. So that might be the case here, but I kind of doubt it. We might be good, actually. Let me get some paper here. Okay. Not as bad as I thought, for sure. It's actually pretty good. Okay. Yeah, not bad at all. Not much of a shine. And we do have those scratches. How did that happen? That's annoying. I'm glad I didn't sharpen a more expensive knife with these stones. But you guys that are sharpeners down there in the comments, let me know how that could have happened. I don't see how, if the stone is sitting on this edge bevel at this degree, how could it scratch way up here? I don't know. But the edge looks nice. Got a little bit of shine to it. It's not a mirror polish, but it's looking nice. It's nice and sharp. So, yeah, wouldn't really recommend these stones. I mean, they're okay. I guess it did work. I didn't like how much residue was coming off of it. My whole desk is covered in like dust. I mean, yeah, this is a pretty good edge actually. So that's sweet. But moral of the story, like I said, the stone holder, excellent. Really, really works well. Holds the stones very tightly in there. You got a nice grip back here. I love that these are wider. Like I said, you feel more stable on the edge. So great, really great. I'll put a link to them down below. Pick one up. Like I said, around 25, I think maybe even $20. So there you go, dudes. Peace out. See you in the next one. And I just figured out how to use this thing. I forgot that this is just held in by a magnet. These jaws. There's a magnet inside here, magnet there. You just slide it in. So that's great. You pull it out. Stick this up in here like I thought. And slide it back in. And there it is. It's stuck in there. Prevents any flex down this way. And then when you need to flip, I guess it is a little inconvenient. But instead of, twisting it, you could just pull it out, turn it over, stick it back in. So a little less convenient, but probably worth it to get rid of that flex. So there you go.